Welcome to Pioneera. We created Pioneera to help prevent workplace stress, and there's two ways that you can engage with Pioneera and with Indy. Firstly, your administrator connects Indy to your collaboration channel of choice. It could be email or chat, and Indy sits there in the background and looks for the indicators of stress and wellness in language. We found this proactive real-time approach is really getting wins with our customers that are reducing workplace stress, preventing burnout, improving productivity, and improving engagement. One of the teams at the ANZ Bank we've been working with for a couple of years now improved engagement by 10 points during COVID. So we're seeing some real results. You can experience Indy two ways. Firstly, you can log in through our real-time dashboard. It's pretty simple. I'm just giving permission for Indy to access, in this instance, a Slack channel, but it's whatever communication channel that you choose to put Indy in or your organization chooses to put Indy in. It's all browser-based, and as you can see, Indy gives you indicators here of your results or your insights as well as your teams. If we just delve a little bit further, you can see that Indy's giving you an overview of how you've been going for the last week. Down here are stress and wellness patterns. This person's doing pretty well. They're stressed, but they're recovering very nicely. I would like to see a little bit more wellness. And we've got a period of productivity, which we see at stress and wellness at the same time. So they're doing quite well. And we see up here that Indy's giving recommendations to that person based on the data that it's seeing. It's recommending that it takes, Denton takes regular breaks, which is pretty good. Also recommending to think positive. These are tips that works for individuals to help themselves. If we look at the group data, groups are only available for teams of 7 and above, and that's to maintain the individual privacy and confidentiality of users. Nobody sees individual data except for the individual. So groups are only available, as I said, at group 7 and above to maintain the privacy of the individual. You can see the data and the insights are very similar here. What to note is that this group is not at all recovering from stress. So it's chronic stress starting to build, which would be a concern. If we look at another group within the organisation, because you can break it down to as many groups as you like to see, this one is recovering a little bit more effectively. So there's an opportunity for this group to help the other group in managing their stress to maintain positive mental health. Indy's recommendation to the team, we have a lot of recommendations about recognition because it's really very effective in building positive mental health. But you can see these recommendations are created to support high performance leadership and to support a team. This is one way that you can experience Indy in the live dashboard, which you can go to at any time. The other way that you can experience Indy is proactively. So I'm in Slack and I'm just working away as Denton in the general channel, and then all of a sudden Indy sends me a message, a direct message to say, hey, I've noticed that you're having a challenging time, and here are some things that you can do in this situation. And this is where Indy is proactively prompting an individual where we've seen that stress is starting to rise. And we want to give that person an opportunity to take a breath and to de-stress at that time before the stress escalates. So there's two ways that you can experience Indy: live through these prompts or through the live dashboard.
Whilst we provide tips in real time to individuals to help them thrive in the workplace, we also support managers by giving them proactive tips in real time to help them better lead their team, to create high performance teams that are productive and that thrive. And those tips may come during the day if the team really needs help at that point in time, or maybe at the end of the day to review the day, or indeed the next morning to help the leader set themselves and the team up for a very positive and productive day. And that's how we're helping workplaces thrive.